All right, just to start off, this is the fuel tank hose, and behind it, if you see here, there's a vent tube that connects to the fill tube. That's how you know it's that part. Then you have back here this additional hose that goes up on this cap, and it connects to that cap. And on the opposite side is just another seal similar to this cap, but does not have a hose. And then there's this locking ring right here, this one. That ring holds these two pieces together, which holds this hose behind these hoses. So 1, 2, it'll be the third one off. And that comes down and connects to this box. On this box, it connects to a charcoal canister, and then it'll connect to this pipe. Varies different, just similar. It's just a very slight difference on most vehicles. You'll have a different system, but it's always one side going here and one side going there. And the reason I show this video is because this upper piece right here, right there, tends to always break off. And that's where you get your large evap leak. And you can't see unless you go into the car, and it's typically this box. This box, what I ended up figuring out was broken because they never reinstalled this hose and these two caps and this lock cap. So this was never on the car, thus I searched and could not find the leak. So I found this box, and found the box, I found the piece broken off. And then from there I trailed it and then realized this piece was not installed. And these two pieces were missing with the locking ring because this was in the new gas pipe down stem that connects all the way to the tank. So it's actually like really hard to get to if you go down there and check it out. The easiest part is just installing these pieces and then just, you know, fabricating your hoses. I mean, you can always do it. Just, you gotta know what you're doing when you do services like this. But it came in at the end, it had two codes. P0441, evaporate emission system incorrect purge valve, and a P0455, evaporate emission system leak detected large. Large leak was because clearly it was missing a box that could seal the circulation and rotation from one end to the other with this box, with this unit, this hose. But yeah, so it did have an exit in the rear. That's how I knew to check. These are the 5 codes originally: P0102, P0113, P0441, P0455, and P0456. I do want to point out on the intake temp sensor, there was some tape on one of the intake hoses. I ended up replacing it, and this kind of was in the engine bay behind the motor. Again, another one, the mass or volume airflow circuit. The tubing for the intake wasn't really on correctly. But like I said, there was a handful of reasons why this came in, but the most important one was the admissions, which would have been the focus on these two. And as you see, these were the 2 new codes that came up, but the P0455 was one major code of the 5 codes you see here. And so this P0441 is a new code. Oh, excuse me. There it is right there. So these 2 codes were the last 2 codes of the 5 codes. You see these 2? 1, 2, 3. These 3 were able to go away after fixing the tape and everything on the engine bay. But our main focal point will be the P0441 and P0455. I hope you guys enjoy the videos. I always like to throw the mistakes in there as well as the corrections so that you guys can even see that even I correct myself time to time. But this video will be fully detailed. Hope you guys enjoy. Let me know. Like and subscribe. Mad Mice Customs.